What's up, everyone? Dean Blandino from Fox Sports, and we're exactly 1 week away from the start of the NFL season. September 8th, next Thursday, Rams and Bills. I cannot wait. I got my Lions hat on. I've been watching Hard Knocks. I am buying into whatever Dan Campbell is selling. I'm in, and I'm ready for the NFL season. But before we get to the start of the season, we got fantasy football business to take care of. And there was, an earth-shattering development this offseason. That's right. The Vegas Dynasty Fantasy Football League has reset. And you need to refresh, right? Every once in a while, you just need to. NFL franchises, they fire the coach, the GM, they just start new. It happens in all sports. It just happens in life where you gotta, I just gotta reset. I gotta refresh my computer. Restart it. I gotta do something to start over. And after a full decade, Dynasty League, we're restarting and heading into decade number 2. What an incredible accomplishment. But now it's like the hope and the optimism. And it's all brand new. It's like ending one relationship. And yeah, you loved it. But it's over now. Now, like, the whole world opens up. Like, who am I going to meet next? What is that? What's going to happen? It's incredible. It's like Tom Hanks at the end of Castaway. He was on that island for 4 years, and then his life as he knew it when he came back was completely gone, and he's just sitting at that crossroads at the end, and he dropped off the package with the angel wings, and he's just sitting there like, which way do I go? That's where we are right now. That's where you all are in the Vegas Dynasty Fantasy Football League. You're Tom Hanks at the end of Castaway, sitting on a dusty Texas road. What direction am I going to go in? Can't wait to see how it plays out. I wish they'd do a Castaway too so we could know. I doubt the likelihood of him getting stuck on another deserted island it's probably very unlikely. But, it'd be great. I love Tom Hanks. But anyway, enough about Tom Hanks. We're redrafting. We're going into our second decade. All right? Offense, 1-1-2-1, flex, super flex. IDP, 1-1-1, flex, 30 roster spots. 5 taxi squad. I know there's a big debate about keeping kickers. You know what I always say about kickers? Fuck kickers. Okay, that's my vote. But anyway, we got to set the draft. I got all your team names in my trusty Pizza Hut hat. We're going to pick them out. We're going to go 12 all the way up to number 1. And we'll see what pick you got and where you're at. And then you can get ready. And then you can get ready to actually get this thing kicked off. Okay, without further ado, Vegas Dynasty Fantasy Football League. Year or decade 2 draft order starts now. The Ginger Devils. You got the 12th pick. The Ginger Devils, who at one point, traded Russ Wilson for Marquise Lee. Great trade. I wonder how that played out for you. But listen, the Ginger Devils, a lot of ginger names. There's a lot of redheads out there playing fantasy football because I got the Ginger Devils, the Ginger Lightning. There's a bunch. Like Ginger Lightning sounds like a redheaded superhero, and the Ginger Devils could be like the bad guys. I think we just got the next Marvel movie. All right, let's get it written. Okay, with the 11th selection in the draft goes to Mr. Las Vegas. You got to have a Mr. Las Vegas if you're in the Vegas Dynasty League. You got the 11th selection. Mr. Las Vegas, our defending champion. Congratulations, but you want to impress me? Go back to back. Anybody can win once. We also know you're a man whore. Tone it down a little bit. Okay, save some for the rest of us, please. Thanks. Got the 11th pick. Moving on, top 10 with the 10th selection in the draft. Who's it going to go to? The hung jury. Nobody likes a hung jury. Just kind of leaves everybody like, what happened? Like, what? I want to know if they're guilty or not. But hung jury, you got the 10th pick. You're a 10 in my book. I don't care what anybody says. I know the group consensus is probably that you're a 5.2, 5.5 on your best day. I don't care. Every morning, I want you to look in the mirror. Well, don't look in the mirror, but every morning I want you to tell yourself that Dean Blandino, the GOAT of TV rules analyst, thinks I'm a 10, and I want you to act like it, okay? Hung jury. All right, moving on with the 9th pick in the draft, going to Money. Money's new this year. Money got the 9th pick. Classic, simple name, just Money. I'm Money. You're so money you don't even know it. Swingers. John Favreau, Vince Vaughn, money, 9th pick. All right, with the 8th selection in the draft is going to go to Avoid the Lloyd, our other new team owner. And he's telling you, very rarely do people give you this type of a warning. He's just saying, hey, avoid me. Don't come into my domain. Don't come into my house because you're going to get smacked. That's what I'm getting from this name, Lloyd. I love it. I love the smack talk already. Coming into the league hot. You got the 8th pick. All right, moving on with the 7th selection in the draft. Going to Skunkwater. Skunkwater, our commissioner. Always got to give props to the commissioner. Thank you, Tyler. It's a tough job. You see what happens when you don't have a good fantasy football commissioner. Mike Trout, great baseball player, shitty fantasy football commissioner, and people are smacking each other at batting practice. So we can't have that. Not that you're going to be at batting practice together. That'd be weird. But you can't be smacking each other, and Skunkwater keeps the league together and keeps everybody on good terms. Moving on with the 6th pick in the draft goes to Sphinxter. The Sphinxter. The clever name with Sphincter, and we get it. It's great. It's fun. You got the 6th pick. I don't know. It's kind of lazy, but whatever. Maybe you'll be more creative next year, and I won't make fun of you. All right, we got how many names left? Yeah, that's right. 5th pick. We're up to the 5th pick. With the 5th pick, Michael Cera's Prius. I didn't know that. Does Michael Cera drive a Prius? I don't. My favorite Michael Cera role. It's a very short role. It's in This Is the End with Seth Rogen and where the world is ending and Michael Cera plays like a degenerate. They're at a party and he's playing himself and he's doing coke and hitting on every chick. But does he drive a Prius? The other thing about Michael Cera's Prius. I know you have an affinity for kickers. Is that a thing? And you want punters in this league? Fantasy football punter. Just go start your own league then. Just start a kicking fantasy football league because we can't have punters. I told you in the beginning, fuck kickers, so I can't have it. All right, so that was the 5th pick. Moving on to the 4th selection. 4 names left. Phoenix Rising with the 4th pick. And so Phoenix Rising is you're a pilot. How cool is that? Are you a commercial pilot? Are you a fighter pilot, like Top Gun? That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Phoenix Rising, cool name. You got the 4th pick. Moving on, 3rd pick with the 3rd selection in the draft. Chuck E. Fresh, man, Chuck E. Fresh. You got the 3rd pick. Congrats. And this is the moment of truth. I got Dreamweaver and I got Watermonter. Dreamweaver and Watermonter. And we know if Watermonter doesn't get the top pick, we know what he's going to do. Fucking complain, of course. All right, Dreamweaver and Watermonter. Here we go. With the 2nd pick in the draft goes to, of course, Watermonter. You got the 2nd pick. Cue the complaints. It's not good enough for you? You needed the top pick, Watermonter? Well, you got the 2nd pick. So whatever. You can complain about me all year. That's fine. But you know what? The stuff that dreams are made of, Dreamweaver, you got the top pick. Congratulations. You are now on the clock. Vegas Dynasty Fantasy Football League. Congratulations on a full decade in the books. And let's look forward to that 2nd decade and make it even better. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. Have a great draft. Have a great season. And keep watching us on Fox Sports.